Hello, hello. I'm here. Happy Halloween. Happy spooky day. Spooky night. I saw a lady on the street corner selling marigolds, and I did not have time to stop, but I always buy marigolds for Day of the Dead. And so seeing them, I remembered, yeah, this weekend, get some marigolds. That's for whatever reason, even though that's not my culture. Hi, Rose. Hi, Rose. Sorry I'm late. I feel very attached to that tradition. Yeah. So, and I'm in Berkeley, Rose. Yep. Been down here visiting my daughter and at my husband partner's house and taking care of a bunch of stuff. And Lordy, okay, I'm older and I don't have grandkids. I won't. I have grand cats. So I'm not thinking, ooh, it's Halloween and all the kitties are going to be going up and down the streets getting candy in the stores. It was a madhouse out there. It was, a traffic like it was some holiday, which it is. But I'm down here also because I'm replenishing stock for, the long haul, a month or more. So I went out Monday to some of my favorite places. Just now this afternoon, I went out to two of my other favorite places. And then Sunday, I'm going to the Alameda Antique Fair. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm Lucinda, and I've got a nice pecan crunch oatmeal latte, which I do not need, but it's Halloween. So today is a regular Friday, except again, it's spooky day. So I have a much smaller amount of items than I would usually dig through, even though I'm going to go slower, because when it's, right near that time of getting dark, the windows are being closed. I'm putting a bowl of candy with a note out at the bottom of the stairs, and the lights are going off. I've already got dinner made, the whole deal. And we don't really get kids, which sucks. But in case they come around, I got some candy to put out. And I hope they do, because I don't want to eat it. I don't want to be left with it. Gigi. Hi, my lady. I haven't seen you in a long time. Happy spooky day, Gigi. Welcome in. So, regular Friday, a lot less items, smattering of stuff, couple household, all of it literally brand new. I have a lot squirreled away, but all of it literally brand new. I'm going to be taking the prices off before I show it. Varying prices. The clearance is over. There is one big tub of items from my clearance sale that I will bring up and start it at a price, but I'm not going to dig through it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I'm just going to say, here it is. Do you want it for this price? And it doesn't have to come with a Tupperware because that's really heavy. It's just in there to make it convenient. So I ship from usually, and yes, this sale will be, this is the end of week 1. I do 2-week build boxes. Saves me time on invoicing, packing, and shipping, and allows you to build a box with more items to hopefully save you on shipping instead of, paying at every single sale. Or, you've got 5 days worth of sales and that's it. I do 2 weeks. It just seems to work out better. Everything prior to this week, week 1 of my 2-week Build-A-Box has all been invoiced, and more than half was shipped out today. If anyone has paid after 2 o'clock today, it won't go out till Monday, but it will go out on Monday down here in the Bay Area, because the whole point of bringing it all down was I didn't want to take it back up there. So please pay so I don't have to do that. Thank you. I use PayPal to invoice, pirate ship to ship, right? That's what we do. And I'm a pretty fun gal, I hope, most of the time. I don't do recaps. And since it's Halloween, when I'm done, I'm done. So if you come in late, put your thing on ×2, your settings, and do the chipmunk thing and drop in the chat that you're interested in said item, and I will bring it back up. Okie dokie. And if I don't know you and you buy from me, or if I don't know you and you're here, hi, welcome in. Thank you for showing up. If you bid on an item and win, there's my email. I need, in this order, your YouTube name, separate line, your real name with shipping address and zip code, one line. Below that, your PayPal email. Don't assume that I know it's the same one, okay? And that's it, and I'll need it by 10 o'clock this evening, or the item goes back up for sale. Okay, I think I covered everything. If you ever have any questions as where's my little cursor thing? As we're going along, and you want to stop me and ask me something, please do. I'm here for you. I will answer the question to the best of my ability. So this first item is a start at, let's just make it 9. Start at 9. Gigi. I hope everything's going well with you. I haven't seen you out. Whenever I don't see you for a while, like in any chats anywhere, I get nervous. So this is clearly an artisan made copper, and I'm going to say brass panel bracelet. It has some kind of wear. Some of it is polishing. Some of it, I think, is deliberate distressing. I don't know, I don't concern myself with stuff like this. But, if you've got metal polish, you want to polish it up, go for it. Here is the toggle that they cut out. It's nice and smooth. And it toggles into this piece over here. I'll show you. And I want to show you the stone in the middle. And I'll show you the size on my wrist. Look at this. This is some type of black and red jasper. And based on jaspers I've seen lately and been picking up, and as I've been learning, it kind of reminds me of snakeskin jasper. The black with the gray. And the red. It's kind of spider webby, very kind of appropriate for spooky, right? And it's that deep kind of blood red. I think it's called snake skin jasper. But there's probably a bazillion other names as well. And so the toggle just goes right into here, back here, right? And it is, I could get this on me if I was younger. It is, sorry, Gigi, trigger, sorry. Here it is. $9. I like it. It's an older artisan piece, and I say that because of the wear. And so my wrist is a 7.25. So I would say it would fit me, but it would be tight. So I'd be more comfy with a size 7. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels, and then almost like 3/4 of an inch copper jump rings with the toggle that goes into this cutout piece here. Yep. Yes, Gigi, you and me both. Okay, that's going down, but remember, you can always come back. Gigi, it's okay. I've made, I don't know if you watched my little shorts I put up about stuff. I made one about the ballooning. Trigger alert, y'all. Spiders. People freaked out. They were like, what? Spiders? Kill them, poison them. It was a whole thing. Oh man. Okay, taking the tag off. I know these thrift stores, so I slam in and out, and they're always amazed at me. All right. So I was like, how did she do that and spend so much money so fast? Well, Gigi, if you don't like them, it's oh my Lord, stay away. And don't watch it. I mean, they're just the webs, and it's a thing. So this is metal. It is meant to look like bamboo. It is that bamboo style. I recall this being very popular and coming back up in that Asian style in the 80s. And it is J. Crew. It is a J. Crew. That also makes me think it's the 80s, maybe early 90s. It is a yellow, not really kind of a little bit of a mustard yellow with the gold wrapping. The inside, some type of brass. It's very heavy duty. Now, does it fit me? It's tight. So again, see that? I would say this is a 6.75 to a, let's just go with 6.75. I think you could get it on a 7 if you have skinny fingers. But I'd like to say 6.75. And then with it comes this, which does not have a maker, but is the same gold with black, but not bamboo shaped, heavy metal bangle, same time period. And I think they look perfect together. Yellow and black. Too bad I didn't have these before Halloween, right? And this black one seems to be a tiny bit smaller. So it still could be a 6.75, which is, getting to the top end of a lady's small. You can get on a size 7. Yeah. I think, Gigi, these are, if you ever get like me, a little bit of arthritis or any of that, I think these are just a touch small. I love them. And this J. Crew one, maybe even smaller than I'm thinking. I looked in here for something that said, because it's almost more of a silvery color, but I don't see anywhere where it says sterling silver. So Okay, let me put these in a bag. That, and put them down, and I will move on. Gigi, what's going on in your neck of the woods? How's the weather? It must be getting chilly. I know it's getting chilly up at my homestead in the evenings. In the mornings, I've been making fire in the wood stove. And then it's too hot in the afternoon, right? But but there you are. Okay, this next piece. Thank you for looking. I'm so happy you're here, Gigi. At 16. These are modern. I don't have a loop down here with me coming down to the Bay Area and bringing all this stuff I had to bring for sales. I didn't bring a ring light. I didn't bring, oh, yes, exactly, Gigi. But mine is the high 40s. Thank God. It won't last that long. I got to get wood for my wood stove. These beautiful pearl drop earrings. They are not marked gold anywhere, but doesn't that remind you of the Eiffel Tower? This design, it reminds me of, like, I don't know, this reminds me of the Eiffel Tower. And then I didn't even check. I didn't check. Let me stare at them for just a second. I think they're faux pearls because otherwise that would be real gold, but they are really well made. I wish that the hang tag for this modern pair would have been on there. They're not that heavy. They're really sweet. And they are, you have these in copper? And do they remind you of the Eiffel Tower? Look at how pretty. These would go great with what I'm wearing. I'm more of a silver tone girl. So they're about almost 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches long. Really nice. So, hi, Kathy. You have them in copper. And do you think that they look like the Eiffel Tower? Are they like a tourist thing from there? I don't know. Enlighten me. Enlighten me. Let's see. Let's do something totally different. I hope y'all like this as much as I do. My daughter went with me. We hung out on Monday. She likes going thrifting. She was brought up with me in vintage, and she was like, "People like that, Mom?" To those particular earrings. That's fascinating. Okay. Kathy. Is that for tonight? Kathy, what is going on? Oh my goodness. Correct, ma'am. Okay. So first thing, yeah, my daughter was like, "What is that? It's pretty, but Mom, no, what?" And I was like, "Hey, girl, I know what I'm doing." So this is a Chico's. It has that's a little over a 3-inch extender. I think this is probably from the 90s. Unclear. This is cordage, but it's black cord. It's got some type of coating so it doesn't unravel. It's not plastic, but it's been coated. Now I want you to check this out. Plastic. This is plastic with gold inside the bead, gold foil inside the bead. And then that's mother of pearl. Also, that's mother of pearl inside this bead as well. Okay, and then you come down to this button shape, and there's these tiny black spacers with gold in here as well. Chico's is very high end. Here's another one of those. Here is this one. So this one inside has mother of pearl, the gold foil, just black, and a repeat. I mean, I love this. Here is another one of the mother of pearl with the gold foil all inside. It's a clear acrylic outside, and those tiny spacers. This, then this big plastic one, and then now look at this. This, oh, Kathy, I'm sorry. This is octagon, like a stained glass type of thing, mother of pearl. Again, that's mother of pearl. This is a very heavy. Is it over the black plastic? So it's in this mother of pearl, the octagon is embedded on the plastic. This is so good. So that's the bottom. Look at this. This is so good. And I don't usually mess with something like Chico's, but I saw this bottom piece and this incredibly fancy and this big chunky deal, and I was like, oh my God, it's fabulous. I mean, we have a soccer ball. Well, which part? This? Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, except that it's like totally off-centered, weird shaped. It's like 6, 3, 5. I think there's 9 pieces all together. And I mean, this is solid. It's heavy. It's beautiful. I don't, this bead right here is an inch and 3/4 long. Same with these. This is an inch and a half. This one's an inch. This little disc, and then the smaller graduated disc, and then the cord even has this incredible brass like attachment to the whole thing. It's really well done. Really well done. Let me show you what it looks like on, and just to give you an idea of how long it is. So that is without the extender. So that's about 18 inches without the extender. And if you like Chico's, if you like your big chunky, this thing, there you go. And if you use the extender, you could go down to the top of everything, about 22 inches. Okay. I love this. And I have not looked this piece up, but I know that Chico's is expensive to buy in the first place, and a lot of people collect it. And it's these shapes. The shapes and the plastic. Y'all know me. The shapes and the plastic. So let me find a big enough bag to put it in, and I'll move on. Soccer ball. Yeah. Yeah, Kathy. You would like my husband, because you're both are blunt. blunt, and you call it like you see it. And there's some sarcasm and a joke, but it's also just like, that's what I see, man, you know? And so I appreciate that. Okay, remember, it's a shorter sale than usual, y'all. This is a start, and I don't do recaps, so if you come in late, it's not a clearance sale. If you come in late, you're going to need to go back to the beginning and drop in the chat what you're interested in. And I'm only literally like an hour and 20 minutes tops, because the trick-or-treaters will come in. I'm right at the stairs. The stairs are right outside the window. So I have to, you know, not be here when they're trying to knock on the door and ring the doorbell. And I have my little dog who will bark his head off all night. So yeah, not happy. This is super vintage. Starting at 13, I think it's a really good deal. The only thing is that it's small. It's another small one. It is on cord, red cord or thread. And this is coral. These little pieces are very smooth. So it's been around for quite a while. Smooth, polished coral. Maybe I was really thinking like, I mean, I was getting the best deals and the stuff I know that my friends like. But a lot of it is very much Halloween colors, isn't it? So I think this is great. Coral, more often, unless it's Native American piece, I find it in its natural spiky, not all soft and polished like this. What size? Gigi, it's littles. Let's find out, because it's littles. Actually, I have two of them. I'm just bringing one for now. Oh, let's see. See, this is what I thought, Gigi. It would just not fit me, okay? I'm a 7.25, so this would fit a size 7, okay? Tight, like this. It would probably be like about there as a 7. But you would need one of those, unless you're more adept than I am, you would need someone to help you put it on and off, or one of those little, there are those assistant things where you can hold the clasp open and put the jump ring in. I don't remember what they're called. So it's a size 7, Gigi. And honestly, unless you're doing like a lot of dishes or whatever, I would put this on and leave it on for a good couple days. And I would say this was made in the 60s or 70s. See the red thread? Yeah. And this is starting to turn to a different color from the original gold. Someone wore this a lot. Size 7. Starts at 13. Okay. Let me put it in a bag. Thank you for looking. Thank you for being here. Okay. I'm going to, thank you for asking, Gigi. This piece, this is a serious piece. This is a serious. This next piece, I'm going to have a sip of my pecan crunchy thing. Oh, hold on. Sorry, Gigi. It's just dainty and sweet, Gigi. So Gigi has claimed that. Sold. Coral vintage smooth beads. Thank you, Gigi. Bracelet for 13 to Gigi. Gigi's. Oh, and Gigi, I'm going to make a note. Add in the prize. You won a prize so long ago, Gigi. And I forgot to put it in your package, and I've been feeling terrible. And so now that you've bought something, you'll get your little prize. It's not like it's a big, big deal, but it's a big, big deal to me that I forgot. So thank you. I like it too, Gigi. Okay, so now, where do we go? This starts at $40. This, if any of you know me, then you know how much I like this. And this is, I'm pretty sure it's glass. Okay, now hold on. It is, of course I have it upside down. It is I want to show you the tag. This is another one of those collectible jewelry pieces. It is a Kate Spade. What else does that say? Kate Spade. So little. Kate Spade, New York. And look at what this is. I got to tell you all, these green beads, I'm pretty positive they're glass. The sound they make, everything. Look at what's happening here. Look at this thing. I saw this and instantly I was like, oh my God, I know I'm paying up, but this thing is freaking incredible. It is not real gold nor gold filled. Kate Spade did a lot of stuff where they made it look vintage. This is a high class, vintage styled Kate Spade bracelet. I have not looked this up, and I suspect this goes for double what I'm asking. I'm not positive, but oh my Lord. Look at this. Heavy, heavy gold over these grass green glass balls. Then there's metal gold balls. It's a charm bracelet, right? And there's that. Then there's just the glass, and it's on those rods, which is a higher end way of making jewelry. And look at this thing. Oh my God. And it's heavy. So that's another way. It's not plastic. It has tons of metal. These ones are hollow. Yeah, metal. Let's see if it fits my wrist. It's this thing, and the noise it makes is, I mean, I feel so fancy. Even just holding this thing, I feel fancy. I feel like a super rich person. Look at that. Oh my God. I love this. Yes. Well, right. That's what happens. I mean, this fits my wrist, 7.25. And if it was a little bit smaller wrist, it would have it would have all that play and noise. And it would have even more if you were a size 7 to a size 6.5. It would, roll back and forth and just make so much noise. And it has 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, hold on. 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, like about 23 of these. And that green, for whatever reason, this green color is so appealing to me. Gigi, yes, it's a 7. It is a size 7, but it could be made, it could fit on a smaller wrist down to a 6.75. I wouldn't want to make it as small as a 6.5. So I'm saying it would go from a 6.75 to a 7. It even actually fits on my 7.25, but just a little tight. I'd prefer it on a size 7 wrist, because then you're going to get all the jingle jangle movement so well. So just go with size 7, Gigi, to stop the confusion. I'm just saying you could wear it a little bigger or a little smaller. And look at everything about this. The double links. Yeah. So it starts at 40, but oh man. Wouldn't you love to have the matching necklace? Now, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to show you. I kind of do have the matching necklace. So size 7 starts at 40. Oh, love it. I love it. I got stuff that definitely is, I have so much more. Definitely is my style and my wheelhouse, but also stuff that, a little bit different. Some is vintage style, not just vintage, but it's so good. Like that Kate Spade and the Chicos. There was no way that, I wasn't going to get it. Yeah, Gigi, it's a 7. Look up Kate Spade. See what you think. Okay, so this is fabulous. I forgot how incredible my hidey hole stores are down here. And so I'm sure I can find them in a town that's only an hour and a half away from me, but man, I got to get on it. So, and find the good ones like I have here. Now, I feel like, is this the one where we missed the gold filled? Or is that from the other place? No, that's from the other place. Okay. Here's the clasp. This is vintage, although this is vintage, maybe 80s, moving from the 70s into the 80s, possibly earlier. So again, this is jadeite green glass. I'm selling this too cheap, y'all. This is jadeite green glass with gold filigree caps. But see how they're kind of more modern? That's where, but that's jadeite green glass. And these pearls, they are a kind of, beige isn't right, almost more like a copperish with tons of luster. I don't think they're real pearls, but I pondered it in the store if there may be glass pearls at the very least, they're done so well. So then there's more glass jadeite, pearl, then the necklace. So there's 4 in a row, 2 jadeites, 2 pearls. Then chain, 2 jadeite, 2 pearls. And these caps have come a little bit over. You can just take your hand and push them in and fix that. And it's long. Hold on. Kate Spade is good, Gigi. Yeah. Kate Spade, that bracelet. I'm afraid. I mean, I'm not afraid. I got it. I paid up. But I feel as though it might be selling for a whole lot on eBay. So if someone doesn't claim that at that price, I'm going to actually list it this weekend in my eBay. I know I'm going to be doing shows on Whatnot or Knickknacks, but I'm going to list a couple of things on eBay. And because Kate Spade is trending really hard right now, I'm going to throw that on eBay. This is the necklace doubled, which is how I would wear it because it is so long. And it's a little heavy because it's, not heavy like hurt your neck, but heavy like because it's glass. And I don't even know. How long is it? Okay, so there's the top. There's the bottom. So I am going to guess. Okay, I'll put it over my head. It goes down to an inch below my belt buckle. An inch below my belt buckle. So see what I would do? This is so pretty. And it matches. I don't think there's no Kate Spade tag on it, but it sure the heck matches that bracelet as far as I'm concerned. So see, I have another necklace on, but I just put this on and doubled it. I think it's beautiful. And even doubled, it comes right to the top here. So that's 26 times 2, 40. Y'all help me out. 26 times 2. Oh my God. 52 inches, 52 to 54 inches long. Yep. And I think that this piece matches the Kate Spade bracelet perfectly. And this is fresh off the, thank you, Kathy. All of this is literally fresh off the shelves of me buying new stock. So I'm going to just hold it up and let you see. See, this is jadeite green and that's grass green. But I think they could be a set. I'm not saying that they were a set. I'm saying you could make it into a really elegant set. Okay. Thank you for looking, y'all. Kathy, takes a village. Math. I literally went out and in 2 hours and 20 minutes in the Bay Area, filled with cars, with parents, with trick-or-treating kids, freaking everywhere. Last minute, God knows what. Not moving traffic. I went to 2 thrift stores and wiped out their jewelry. And a CVS and a Starbucks. I feel very proud of myself. I took all the back streets and I was like, get out of my way. move over. So I don't do recaps. Anyone who's come in, I've showed about 6 items, all of which are brand new stuff for me. So you'll need to do your thing and drop in the chat if you're interested in an item, please and thank you. And happy spooky days. And you can always email me at any time. I have a couple people who email me, well, more than a couple, so, now I'm trying to read who this is, and I really wish I had a loop because no, this is a problem. This is a signed piece. Oh, Kathy didn't buy anything, Gigi. She was helping me with my math because I couldn't do 26 times 2. Oh, my God. Now, this, I don't have a loop. I have a weird loop. You know what? I'm going to go get my weird loop. I will be right back. Oh, no, it's right here. I don't have to go that far, but it's a weird loop. Okay. It's not, this is for other things entirely. It is not mine. Disclaimer. Okay, y'all take a head screenshot of this. Oh boy. This is hilarious. And even with this, oh my Lord, this is terrible. Even with that, I can't read the, nope. It's because, yeah, I give up. It's because I just got it literally an hour and a half ago. Oh, well. I just got it an hour and a half ago. It's vintage, but I cannot read that. There's not enough light in here. And it's in cursive, which, I grew up writing in cursive. The pin back sticks out, so it's from the 50s. It is not copper, even though it has the metal wash on it. It is a brass. It is a brass. It is a brass or a bronze, and I would go with bronze first. And I wish I could read that. Here is the front. This is beautiful. Uh-oh. I think I just sold something on eBay, which is crazy because I never do, and I don't even know if I have the objects anymore. So this is acorns. This is a fall brooch. Those are acorns and like maple leaves oak leaves. Those are oak leaves. And it's actually, with this here, it's supposed to be worn like this, right? This is a gorgeous 1950s brooch, and it's big. I've never seen one like this. And I suspect it's a really good maker's name. I just can't read it. Gigi, stick with me. Stick with me. Maybe for glasses, Rose, like something we were talking about recently in some live sale. I'm not sure if it was mine. If it had the chain, you could just fit it here and hang them down. Maybe. I love it. It's probably, let's see. I think it's about, I think it's almost 3 inches long and about 2.5 inches across. It's a good one. And this I'm going to set aside over here because I'm going to get someone else in this house to look at who the maker is, because that's going to determine its value. I could be asking too much, but I know I'm not asking too much. But I could be asking way not enough. Like if it's there's a word spinning in my head, Harlan, and I don't think that's the right word, but it's something like that. Something like that. Yes, Gigi, acorns. Beautiful piece. Okay, how about something completely different? I couldn't believe I found this. I couldn't believe the price. I couldn't believe anything about it. Do I know who made it? No, I don't. But maybe, Rose, it's in cursive and it's got two parts, and I'm just like, blah. So this starts at 20 as well. I mean, if a screenshot and then a Google image, you can always look things up, just like I do and everyone else does. Look at this. I honestly think this is a high quality paperweight. I don't know enough about paperweights. It is not a Chinese paperweight. The bottom is smooth. I mean, smooth. And it just comes roaring out at you. Look at the layers of the white glass. It is swirled so that it's dark and light, and see the blue coming down and the blue on the bottom. It is an egg shape. This has so much depth and clarity, and it's so smooth. It's got these huge bubbles bursting up. I'm just kind of taking you around. Look at that bubble. That is inside. Nope, excuse me. That is a smut. There you go. There's a tiny bubble over there. Now look at this. When you get over here, look at how they wrapped this glassware. There's a bubble coming up here, bubble coming up here. And then look at the white and the blue all mixed together over here, but yet still clear and like a really like coming up as a flower. I'm amazed at this thing. Paperweights are something that unless you have them in a light box, there's another one. They're very hard to show. But this one, look at this. And there's a little bit of bubbles in here. And this glass, it's very heavy. This glass, I don't know enough about it, but it reminds me of crystal, which I can't imagine paperweights are actually crystal. But this is not Chinese. And like I said, I don't know enough about paperweights, because if I did, I would know what I'm looking at. It's not signed. but it's got, I mean, just, I don't know. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. And it probably weighs a pound. And it just, if anyone's interested and you want to see like really clear photos, like this little bubble up at the top, let me know. Because today this is 20, but I suspect that once and if I'm capable, meaning I'm able to find it, because paperweights are really hard to track down because each one is unique. Each one is different. They're not, unless it's Chinese, they're not mass produced in the same design over and over. So, but I will try to research it. I will do my best. Okay. So how about this tiny thing, y'all? I appreciate you for looking. I appreciate you for being here. I do. Is anyone going out in a costume anywhere tonight? Kathy, you were making earrings that you wanted little drops of blood on. Is that because you're planning on going somewhere, or are you scaring the kids when you answer the door? Do you have kids who come to the door? I don't. I was talking to this lady, she's like my age, at one of the thrift stores, really briefly because I wanted to get in and out. And, talking about how sad it was that the kids didn't come around anymore and all that. And she was like, well, but, I think it's a good thing because, I mean, it's just not safe anymore. And I was like, I totally disagree. Like, they're out there. So this starts at 8. They're out there with their parents in a group of kids. The parents are checking their candy. There's only been one scare when I was a kid about razor blades and one scare of drugs being in candy, both of which turned out to be false. The media says all this crap. If the parents are standing there at the door, you think, or there's a huge group of kids, you think some adult is going to grab those kids in the house? You think they're going to shove razor blades down their throat? I'm like, no. I think it's terrible that we've taken Halloween away from kids. Yes. Yeah. Rose, I've been watching the new Stephen King series, It, on HBO. Tonight is the second drop. Look at this. Beautiful. It's made with wire. It's made with teeny tiny wire. Vintage. Someone took apart the vintage little oval diamond shape crystals. Greens. It has some AB. Green, purple, the tiny faux pearls. And what the heck is that? Ooh, and even the smallest of purple seed beads. That is so unbelievably tiny. That is really old. And made this little floral bracelet. Now, I'm not asking a whole lot more than I paid for it. It is, there you are, Noelle. Hi, Noelle. How are you? It is just on this toggle. I just love this thing. And they made it on wire, so it's really nice and tight. Toggle closure. I think it's beautiful. Now, I will say these faux, let me just be clear about this. I think they're faux pearls, but There's also places where, like right here, where it just looks like white glass. So, God, it's so pretty. So I'm confused, but I think it's beautiful and delicate. Size. Rose wants to know the size. Noelle's in at 8, and Rose wants to know the size. Hold on. I love this. I couldn't resist, and I really didn't want to ask a lot more than I paid for it. So here it is on me. Wait a minute. Here it is on me. And you can see, not very well, but the toggle in this is not going to close well on me. So I would go with a size, Noelle. I would go with a size 7 to a 6.5. So it can be a ladies 7, but you could go as small as a ladies 6.75. It has so much sparkle. And those tiny, tiny purple spacer beads, that's like going back to Victorian times. Those are so old. They're so itsy bitsy. I don't even know how they made beads that little. But obviously the toggle and this are brand new, modern. It's not gold. It's not any of that. Okay, if Noelle is the only one in and no one wants to come in at 9 or higher, then I will say fair warning. Boo. Last call. Sold to Noelle for 8. Thank you, Noelle. Noelle, it's so pretty. I'm only making a couple dollars on it because I wasn't sure how, I wasn't sure about the reception, but you're welcome, Noelle. But didn't I just remove that? There you go. But I did think about bringing it at more like 15 just because of the incredible beat. But I thought I'm good. I'm good, Noelle. I am good with what you got at the price you got it for. We do a lot of business together, and thank you, Noelle. It was a bargain, Gigi. And I can't always do bargains, but I try, and I rarely charge full price. I really, really try not to. Like that Ann Taylor or Kate Spade. I know I'm going to look it up, but I suspect I could be asking $60, $70, and it would sell. But I'm not doing that. I'm asking 40 because I want all of you to enjoy your stuff. I want you to be able to get a bargain. If you can't go out there and find it yourself, but you can find it here and you can get a deal, well, then I want you to do that. Okay. So this, oh my God, I just about died when I found this. It was at the last store. And it's funny, my little thrift stores my honey holes I've been going to that were right by my parents' house. I didn't have the time nor the nerve to go drive by there because it's not in the family anymore. I just couldn't handle that. But the one that I went into used to be the cheaper one and the other one more expensive. And it's reversed. The one was super expensive, like top of the line prices. And the other one was really cheap. And I was confused. I was like, okay. Okay, y'all. This is $56. $56 start. I couldn't believe this piece. Yeah. No, one is a place that's been there for like 70 years, and they help with children's eye vision problems. And the other one is a animal hospice. Yeah, totally different. Okay. This starts at 56. I paid up, but it's worth even more than what. Look what's happening here. This is all hand knotted. The yellow and the kind of, so there's these little yellow beads, and then they're also light orange and dark orange, right? They are all stone. I'm thinking this is a citrine. See the hand knot, double knot with cotton cord. Okay, so that's the top. And there's a lot of it. Then it goes down to this delicious agate. It's like a yellow golden with lots of lines. See the lines and the color variation? Agate. This is also an agate in brown with the black. It's like it's a brown red. And then look at this. Look at these pieces. Look at that, like pink with red and white and orange. And then look at this huge swirled. This is not dyed. This is like the real deal. And the polish, this is like butter. This is like butter. This is the real deal. Look at that piece. Then you've got this. Again, it's a brown and it's kind of see-through, so I think it's carnelian. Then you have this. Can you see the lines and the color variations? Incredible. Then you have this piece that looks like a slag glass marble. I think this is probably like, then you have this cut faceted. This is all semi-precious. I suspect that this piece is worth a couple $100. It's incredible. And I have had no time to do research on it. It is heavy, heavy, heavy. And it is long. So let's see if I can get this. There's no clasp. I'm going to research all these stones. This weighs over a pound. And it, I absolutely know that this is worth, oh, it's like butter, and it's cut and polished, and it's just, oh my God. I just thought I'd give you all a chance, and I'll bring it back one more time after I research it. But wow, it's impressive. It is impressive. There it is. It is. Oh my God. And in the sun with the light, all these colors and striations, and you can't feel this. Imagine feeling the softest stone you've ever felt. It's, you need a Christmas gift for someone that you really love. This is it. And it comes right to here, 26 inches. Look at the middle bead. It's shining just because it's cut in a ton of those honeycombs. Yeah, I'm giving you guys this shot and probably one more. And then it's out of here. It's out of here. It is very, I guarantee you someone paid probably $200, if not $300 or $400 for this necklace. It is a serious gemstone, semi-precious piece. My scale is not here. If I weighed this, I am quite, going over here to research, I am quite certain that I would come up with an item that's worth a couple $100. Okay, how long? 1 hour and 12 minutes. Good. So far, I'm pretty much on time. Oh, and that pen came with this box for whatever reason. That pen is worth a lot. I wish I could figure out exactly what it is. Okay, and Noelle, panel bracelets. I know you're waiting for panel bracelets. Noelle, I will tell you that I was able to find, none of them are here today because I'm doing something really short. So far, I've only been able to find that copper that I showed. That's an artisan piece. That is technically paneled. And a couple other vintage panel, but not a lot. I am going to the antique flea market. So I will be searching. Hold on. 19. This starts at 19. I haven't forgotten about you, Noelle. I love this. This is absolutely vintage. It is technically, it's not a panel bracelet. It's a wire wrap. Look at this. Okay, so that is copper. It is the type of bracelet that does this, right? These are white plastic AB coated with the rods. Then you have, this is glass. It's actually old crystal beads. Let me do this. Old crystal beads. And then this is a cut. I wish I had the whole set of this. This is, hold on. Yep. Green, very light green, like saucer plastic with, again, the crystal. Let me make sure that's glass. Yeah, absolutely. Crystal, the white crystal, the light green plus, this might be Bakelite because this is super old. Crystal, the plastic, the crystal, the green. And then look at these super old painted floral beads. Really interesting. I am, and these, see the sheen and the shine on these? This, honestly, I feel like this could be Victorian. Very old beads. Very old beads. And it has, you know, the one dangly. Should have two, right? Yep, two dangly. Let's see. So the necklace and earrings sold for almost $75. Yeah. So at the two together, and they were similar. Yes, that's right. I did do a quick Google and I found the same thing. I found the exact same thing. Necklace and earrings of this, but no bracelet, nowhere. And I searched and searched and searched, which says to me that that means that's rare, you know? So I think $40 is totally reasonable. Okay, so this is Victorian at the very least, like 1920s, 1930s. Imagine the Gilded Age. Unwrapped, it fits my 7.25 just exactly. And I think that's old Bakelite. See how the green is like kind of different colors. Some is darker, some is lighter, starting to turn almost a little lighter, little slightly brownish, but not quite. Bakelite changes colors like that, especially the greens and others, if you don't keep it in a certain storage place, if you don't store it in a certain way. So yeah, so it's a 7.25 and it would fit down to, you know, a 6.75 as well, because look how small it goes once it's put back together. So it's up to you. You can stretch it out to my size or you can take it down a little bit smaller, $19. It's going in a bag. I don't have time today. Not together, just the earrings. Wait a minute. Wait, oh, the earrings sold for almost $75. Oh, Kathy. Oh my God. Kathy. See? So then $40, that, like I said, that bracelet's probably worth $100. Thank you, Kathy. I knew I was right. I was like, this is worth a lot of money. I know it is, but wow. Thank you. Wowzer. Wowzer, wowzer. Okay. This is now for something completely different. I only have 5 items left because, again, what is going to happen? Trick-or-treaters. And I can't be in the kitchen. And it is Halloween. I'm very happy that y'all are here with me. And I literally, like I said, I've been, except for one day, I've been going and blowing and doing non-stop since packing up my car and cleaning up my house and bringing all this stuff for sales and doing all this crap to come down here. I mean, tomorrow is Saturday already, and then Sunday is the Alameda Antique Fair, and I'm going to a movie with going to see the new the new Frankenstein on Sunday on a matinee with my daughter and her husband. So and then Monday, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, clean my car, and Tuesday go home. I mean, it has just been a nonstop. I'm exhausted. Wow, just the earrings. Good Lord. I didn't even know this existed. I know this story, The Cunning Little Vixen, and I got to tell you, if someone doesn't buy this tonight, I'm going to read it before I bring it back. But look who the drawings are by. Maurice Sendak, Where the Wild Things Are. So this, I was like, what? Because I love that book, Where the Wild Things Are. Look at the little bugs inside. That is so Maurice Sendak, right? He's the illustrator. And so this book is from 1985. It is the first edition. Now, I looked up the first edition of this book with Maurice Sendak's illustrations. They go for about $50 to $70, which is like, what? But yeah. So I'll just tell you the front little story. It is a spooky night. Nearby, on the slope facing Black Glen, a blessed fox family lay resting after breakfast. Forester Bartos watched them for a moment, then thrust the branches aside and hurled himself into the scene, grabbing the nearest cub. Like a pair of tongs, his fingers clamped onto the tail of spoiled little Sharp Ears, while Mother Fox and the other cubs fled wildly into the depths of the forest. Sharp Ears immediately recovered from the shock of capture and decided to betray no fear. Poor thing, she could not suspect that her future among humans would be hard, that many months of slavery and humiliation would pass before freedom, revenge, and happiness were to be hers again. That's what's happening here. Let me find you a couple illustrations. So there's Sharp Ears with the bad man, little bugs. Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful. More little weird bugs. It is hold on. 185 pages. Look it up. It's a first edition, 1985. The Rudolph Tesnolitics. It's a Russian name. Classic Czech novel, The Cunning Little Vixen. Many-layered story of tangled human and animal relationships juxtaposes a world of not-so-innocent animals living out brief lives in brutal harmony with another world of longer-lived humans who are no less brutal, scarcely more intelligent, and a good deal less happy. Deftly poised between poetry and farce, The Cunning Little Vixen focuses on two characters. Yada, yada, yada. It's a wonderful book, great illustrations. I'm going to read it. It sells for first edition a lot more than 14. So there you go. It can go on this chair for a minute, and then I'm going to read it before I bring it back. So I've got just a few more jewelry items, and then I got to make salad for dinner. And put the candy out on a box and turn the lights out for the trick-or-treaters. So this is really cool. The person, they always write these notes. A very interesting piece, experimental. The person at this one place always writes these things like, she's a volunteer, she's having a good time. And I'm just like, okay, lady. So weird. But, I would probably be doing the same. experimental. It is experimental, but it's gorgeous. I mean, it's old. It's been around for a while. Noelle has something to say to us. I will read it aloud. I'm enjoying reading. I grew up in a family where in the mornings we got in mom and dad's bed while they were having coffee before school. And we took turns reading books together, like The Hobbit, really big, serious books, starting when I was way too young and they had to help me sound out the words. But I learned to read from that, and I love reading. My parents read to each other at night while my mother would read to my father. They were on the same couch, my mom at one end and my dad at the other. And my mom would read while my dad rubbed her feet, and then they'd switch and he would read and she would rub his feet. They did that their whole life, every night. So, from the story of the cunning fox, the kids will learn a very important lesson. Quote, one bad turn begets another, end quote. This means if you want to do something bad to someone else, it will come back to you. So kids will learn the importance of kindness and learn good values from the story. Exactly, Noelle. And that is not only Rudolph who wrote that, but Maurice Sendak whole deal. Thank you, Noelle. Yeah, it's an excellent story. So this was probably made in the 70s. These were very popular in the 70s. These are older seed beads. It's got 3 different, so that's the extender, about an inch, where you put that's the toggle piece, right? This is the toggle. So I could sit here and force this out, but I'm not gonna. That's the toggle. It is black and white, single strand here, and then these gorgeous older shiny black seed beads. Started as a serialized comic strip. Really? Well, no, because it's a really, well, wait a minute. I'll get back to that in a minute, y'all. It is very interesting. Thank you. So here's 3 strands. And then what they did, there is the shiny black seed beads and then the white. And there's 3 strands. And it's not like flowers as much as somehow it reminds me of a sea creature, if that makes any sense at all. It reminds me of a sea creature. Not the colors, but like urchins, or you could go with DNA too, right? But that's not quite right in jewelry. And there's 3 strands. 1, 2, 3. I really like this piece. This took hours and hours for someone to do that. Did they do it with metal, or I'm just trying to see if I can see thread or metal. I actually think it's metal based on there's a little bit of spring right there. They put this on metal. I like it. It's different, and I love that. So let's see if I can. You can always do this. They do it tight on purpose. There you go. Look at that. Boom. I think that's beautiful. And because it's black and white, it goes with anything. It goes with what I'm wearing. $20 comes down to here. It's about 22 inches. Yep. There you go. I don't do recaps, so I'm about to be ending the sale in a few minutes. If anyone has come in late and you think you might be interested in something, put it on squirrel mode and go look at pretty much every item that has not sold. and drop it in the chat, or you can email me later. Prices are good for 2 days, 48 hours, so through the weekend. Okay. Let's do these now. Wait a minute. So Kathy, you were saying that, but what I want to say about this book is that I know you're right about that, but I also know that Rudolf Tesnodelek, a journalist in the Moravian city of Brno, wrote The Cunning Little Vixen as a newspaper serial, fitting it to student sketches by the artist Stanislav Lolek. The illustrated serial ran in the Brno newspaper, the People's News, in the spring of 1920 and made such a stir that it came out in book form a year later. Wow. And then, yes, international fame of the opera that Leos Janáček based on it. Wow. So the original one written in 1920. Kathy, better and better. Okay. And then a famous opera? Yeah. All right. I'm in. I'm hooked. I need to read it. It's not coming back for a while. Okay. These are going to start at, I have a feeling about these, and I think that I know that the person who did this, who priced these, missed what they had in their hand. But nonetheless, I'm going to give someone a good deal, since I got them for a good deal. Okay, they're earrings, and they have, again, God bless America, these have oh Lord, you know what? This is a really good deal. It is not Swarovski. It is not Swarovski, but I think it's Scopella. Scopella is the name. It's a very old, high-end costume jewelry name. I think it's Scopella, but I can't see it too good. It is leverback. They are very dainty. They are from the 20s or 30s. And I picked this up because of the maker's name. The clarity of this rhinestone, the beauty of the leverback, and then these stones on top are not translating very well. They're not so much AB as they almost look like opal chips, okay? They have fire in them all over the place, which the light in here is now no longer showing correctly. I think they're opal. They have pinks and blues, and it's not foil. I'll tell you that. It's not foil. God, it won't show. I need my ring light to make that show. It's too dark in here right now. Look, okay, you see that flash right there? They are filled with the pinks and blues, those flashes. It is not foil back. They are not open. Hold on. They are not open to the light. I think they're I think they're little opals. And they're teeny tiny. These are at this price today. They won't stay at this price. once I look these up. These are, I really am so sorry. They're just, it's not foil. They are bright orange. And I mean, they're opals. They're, if it's not opals, it's opal glass because everything about them is screaming opals. And I think Scopelli, but I'll look it up and tell you more clearly next time. Okay. They're going on the side to look up as well. Because like I said, all of this is fresh off the market. And I won't be doing a sale again till next Thursday. So, okay, now this, I got 3 items. Start. This is a really good price for this. I couldn't believe it when I found this. This is probably from the late 30s, maybe late 40s. I looked at the price and I was like, well, I don't know, right? But then I did a further dive and I was like, oh my God. This is an incredible satin in teeny tiny seed pearl clutch bag. I hear little kids wandering around. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. Oh, Clifton, can you give them some candy? We've got a dog. Hold on, y'all. We have a dog. If you come back in a little while, I'll have candy out. Okay, I'm sorry. In a little while, I'll have candy in a bowl. Sorry. So this is in mint condition. See the trick-or-treaters. Good thing I'm at the end. Now, here's what's incredible about this. It's in mint condition inside. It doesn't have its mirror. It has a gold button. The tag, it has a pocket. The tag says made in Belgium for Capwells. Capwells is, yes, Gigi, they were pierced. Yes, Gigi. Capwells is a department store here on the West Coast. And for a bag to have been made in Belgium and not Hong Kong means it's much older. Hong Kong was really popular 50s, 60s. So this being made exclusively for Capwells in Belgium is a much older. Someone kept it in their drawer. It's in mint condition. And it started at 28. So Gigi, those earrings were pierced. They're teeny. They probably dropped to right here. They're tiny, but they're incredible. So because I have to finish up, here's the bag. And it's probably almost 12 inches across. And 6 inches tall. You could put a cell phone in here and go out. Okay. This is just a sign piece. I got to get up there and put candy out. And my dog is going to be barking all night. No. Okay. Thank you for looking, everyone. Spooky night has started. Okay. Hold on, Gigi. Let me put this price in, and then so this next piece is going to be 16, and I have one more after that. And Gigi would like, Gigi, where did I put them? It's good that you're buying them because there's something really unique and special. Where did I put the earrings, for crying out loud? Gigi. Gigi, what did I do? There they are. Okay. I've lost them. Whoops. And then I can't do this. 16. It doesn't want it. There you go. Thank you, Gigi. They're so pretty, Gigi. And honestly, they were going to come back at probably a much higher price because that's a really well-known and desirable maker. I know that it is. So you just got a really good deal, and I'm glad that you did. So here it is. It's yours, honey. Thank you. And I don't know what's going on. Okay, so this is 16. And it is probably 1970s. Thank you, Gigi. It doesn't say Napier, or Monet, but that is 100% what they're going for. It might be 60s. That's 100% what they're going for here. It's that old 1950s, articulated. And I think they're opals, Gigi. I really do think those are opals. It's the whole articulated gold tone. It's about 16 inches. Very nicely made costume jewelry. Necklace starting at 16. Okay. Thank you for looking. And my very, very last item of the sale. This is so sweet. I made the lady. I was like, she was just throwing everything in a small little bag. And I was like, excuse me, do you have like a little jewelry bag for that piece? I mean, it's just going to get tangled with everything else. And she looked at me almost like I was nuts. And I was like, I'm just asking for a plastic bag. Yeah, brother. And is this the one? Oh, okay. I'm not sure if it is or not, but start at 15. Oh, my mother-in-law loved opals, and my daughter loves them. This is this beautiful. I think this is anywhere from the 60s. Sorry about the light in here. 60s through the 70s. It is this beautiful black with acrylic over top, and it has pink, reds, and greens. It's not coming through. This is glitter. It's fritzy. It's hand-painted swirls. And it is not coming across at all. So maybe it's meant to end the sale because it's not showing how beautiful it is. Here's the back. Here is the tiny, tiny, fine chain that it is on. I think this might have been the one where I saw right there something where I might say gold filled on this chain. This chain looks like gold filled to me. It is, yeah, I can't either, Gigi. It's because the light is faded out in here and I don't have my ring light. It's a beautiful, teeny tiny little piece. See how, look at, come over here. You can't even see the chain. It's so delicate. This is probably, the chain is probably 14 to 15 inches. And then with the drop, a total of 16. It's so dainty. It's really sweet. And I do believe it's a gold-filled chain. There. Okay, look. See that? That's what's going on. All that glitz and glimmer. That's the best I can get it to cooperate. See all the colors? It's gorgeous. Okay. Yes. Good night, Noelle. Great weekend to everyone as well. I'm done. That was my last item. I got to go put Halloween candy out for everyone. Thank you. If you could give me a thumbs up, and I will see you all next week. If you watch on the replay and you're interested in anything I've shown, email me. And yeah, have a fabulous spooky weekend. Be safe out there. Thank you, friends. Gigi, love you. So good to see you, Gigi. Come see me more often. Send me a text. Let me know you're doing okay, all right? Okay. Good night. Love you.